90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. You were choosing in the parking lot. I would look at two, keep my number locked. I may be on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Clean your sorry.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Tirico alongside Greg Olsen, the kicker Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. And off we go from Arlington. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. Taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Hurts to the air on first down. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas guy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
In motion, Lamb. We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with first and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Yeah! All right, here we go, 46, 46.
On the play fake. Down. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Prescott again. Got his man at the 6. To the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown Cowboys.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. From the 25, here's second and 9.
63. Good.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, they'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
23 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming, they knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Forward doesn't get a whole up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
3 yards. That's good.
Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
In motion, Lamb.
47.
Prescott on first down. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Can throw it here on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. Third down coming up.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Dak. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Trapped it in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. They're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And an Eagle first down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Now Barkley. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. 1st down, Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air again. Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys.
Again, Prescott to the air. On the run to the right. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Bigsby. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, right? Meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll run. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This a potential game winner. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 2. Roll forward. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go! We're going to 54. Why?
They'll drop to throw. Left side, caught by Webb.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go, 46.
3rd and short. Prescott. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now a final chance to stop it here. Timeout coming with 10 seconds remaining in the game. And here we go. 4th and inches.
Here we go, going to 54, wide eight. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to force overtime. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They took this one down to the wire.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Play action now. Jackson. He's going to test this secondary right away. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
And that is incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to back that one away.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Run with Barkley. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down throw for Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's out of bounds. Gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these fourth and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on fourth down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have moments. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hurts. To the left side and taken in by Smith. To the pylon, he's pinned. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson on the move. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
Here's Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Don't touch it. Anyway,
Off the play fake, Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory. Past midfield. Big time play with Hurts and Brown. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now Hurts. Short pass. He's got Bacatera. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Now a give to Barkley, running right. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A design run here with Jackson. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
17 yards. And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
A first down throw for Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath. And now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10.
Again, it's Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he's in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. Oh, huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that'll be a pickup of
3. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Room to run past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive linemen, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Trimmer. 73.
Hurts now. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
17.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll step up and run. He'll take this forward for about 5. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 4. Now Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Taking off, he'll try to get this. Give him 14 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They motion a receiver right. Jackson now on second down. Forced out wide. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
With the net downfield, it's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson moving to his right. That is caught. And he will score again. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
The kick is good.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Oh, that is a dunk on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them first and 10. They're at the 41. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up
Second down throw for Hurts.
at the 40-yard line.
To the left side, taken in by Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
17 more yards.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run to the right here with Barkley. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6.
180.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Great run there, but now the question becomes, when does the defense start using their timeouts? You typically want to use them on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. So we'll see ultimately how they choose to play this out as this game kind of winds down.
They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
Smith in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Travis Jones getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. He'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. He'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Going to go right back to Henry. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wake up, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on my face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First down at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He's going to air one out right away. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to dial up another deep ball to the 20. And they're not going to catch up with him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Now Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Left side by Goddard. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Big time play for Philly. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Eagles going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Back up to the 3. It's second and goal. Saquon will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Meyer. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one's good for 29.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. First and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10. Corey Horton now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Another Seahawks first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the
To throw again is Darnold. This is caught at 2. And the Seahawks going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's good for a Seahawks.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, Not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks are out to a 21-10 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Bigsby to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
63.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll fake the give, now it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. The open man is Smith and Jigba. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Open man, Shaheed. That's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Dak It's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard. Darnold to throw again. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17
On first and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A run with Barkley. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but in these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and you're able to force them down for a loss.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Hey, 73. Don't touch that.
One more time, they try Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Hilton. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll go play action with Darnold. He's going to look deep, going to Cup. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big one here in the yards.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, and that's wide open. He's got it. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
That was just a complete coverage breakdown, Mike. And I'm not exactly sure what they were trying to do, but somewhere along the way they just lost the tight end, and he ends up scoring one of the more easier touchdowns he's going to have throughout the season.
Bigsby to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
21-yard line.
Darnold. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, and hit.
Tone, stealing the chops like the that I'm on. I might go Vincent skeleton bone. You know what like me get cold. Icing out everything I own. Kick from the bottom.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. partner, Greg Olsen, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from South Philly. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman win. That's Devontae Smith. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but this is a sign of things to come. He could be in store for a big game.
Here's Barkley. He'll manage only a couple. Alex Singleton there on the tackle.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be fourth down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
They will finally catch up to him and get him down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got it about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Denver.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. Now Barkley. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. First down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on third down. But even if he did it, I think that third down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
73.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 1. It's 7-6. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll go play action with Hicks. Now he'll swing out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They face second down and 7. A run with Dobbins. they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is run in downfield by Sutton. And he's in! Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos will take a 14-6 lead.
Eagles 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. Not much on the returns. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. He could not get rid of it, and down he goes. That is P.J. Lott on the safety blitz, getting there for the sack.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Downfield is caught by Brown. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Philadelphia.
For the Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts. Forced to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. And that's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
First down, Broncos.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is Hunt. What a throw.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Again, it's Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard
line. Looking to put a drive together.
13 next. Ready.
Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Geno now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Now inside the 25. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Right back to Jeanty on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all time.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
14 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
46-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Raiders 10, Eagles 7.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Smith. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing now is Gino. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They give out of the gun to Genty. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught on the right side of Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll set up to throw. On the move past the 40. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Within your 4-minute offense here, Charles? Well, definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Open man is Tucker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Gino. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
3rd and 13.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Dotson, he's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's ball. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders have...
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's Stroud. And a short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Throwing now is Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They run for it with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TV. Well, a pick six on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points in the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Sheds off the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big play scoring the football.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Got his man, Dell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
16 yards. 1st down, Houston.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third down and 1. They go play action. It hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Speed left, speed left. Hey, come on.
Now Stroud. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And Stroud now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and long.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Stroud. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
5-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take a 17-14 lead. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fights through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Barkley looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Another extra point opportunity here.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now he'll take this and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Texans.
Stroud to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Second and 10.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun. Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a second and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal, Houston.
Stroud keeps it. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. He ran it last time, now Stroud will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play that gets them right back up to that level.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I